Welcome, one and all, to our free community healing for January of 2025. How amazing. We made it, right? Will you guys indulge me for just a few minutes to share something with you that I have coming up? Is that okay? Yeah, okay. I don't know if you know this, but in mediumship and healing and reading, it's normal as a reader, as the worker, for certain patterns to come up with your clients and with the people you're reading for or working with. It's common in other professions too, but I know about mine. And I'm a patterns girl, as most of you know. I've really been watching the patterns for the last several months, and I kind of tend to track them through the months. And from June all the way through the holidays, I have seen this pattern with people over and over, whether it's clients that have been with me a long time or clients that are brand new. And it's people, whatever reason they're coming in for, part of it ends up being, for not everybody, but a good strong percentage of people of different ages and walks of life and challenges, and they're reporting in their own ways feeling stuck or overwhelmed or like they're spinning their wheels and trying so hard to make something work, whether it's life or work or whatever it is, but just feeling like something was blocking them. And I hear them saying things like, I feel like I'm on autopilot, or I know there's more for me, but I just either can't, either I have the inspiration, but I can't get myself moving, or I can't even get to that place of inspiration. I seem like I can't tap into it, is kind of what they were reporting. And as we would look deeper, we'd really seem to find that it was the same set of tools that they were needing to learn how to tune into their intuition that was there. They just weren't identifying it and learning how to trust it. And one client in particular really stood out to me. She was super busy juggling a demanding job, raising kids, and just trying to keep everything running really smoothly. And from the outside, everyone in her life looked at her as like the person to go to and the pillar and the one that has it all together. But inside, she really felt completely disconnected from like the truest version of herself. And of course, she was exhausted. And she kept telling me things like, I just don't know what's next for me. And I feel like I'm wasting my time. I don't have a clear direction. And we worked together over months, of course. And by the time we were, through the most of our work, she was saying, she finally felt like she had direction again, and that she really understood, things come our way in life. Life's chaotic and the world's chaotic, but she understood that she had tools to handle whatever came her way. And I really feel like, and just know in my bones, you guys that follow the podcast know it's a 9-year. We are in for a year of, it's 9. So completion and introspection and pivots and things coming to light in unexpected ways. And I really just felt like it was perfect timing to put together a workshop. Many of you have been asking me, and if you haven't heard about it yet, it is just around the corner, coming up on January 25th. Even if you can't make the live version, there is a replay. But essentially what we're doing in the workshop, it's really about giving you the tools to navigate whatever changes might come your way, to break out of old cycles and patterns and step into a future that feels aligned and inspired and like it truly belongs to you, like it's yours. So if you have ever felt stuck or overwhelmed, or even, in these last months or disconnected, you're not alone. And I really wanted to create this to at least give everyone a little kickstart into the new year. I'm going to quickly tell you a couple things that everyone's going to get from the workshop, and then well, thank you for listening to me, and we'll get into our healing. So we're going to reconnect with our intuition. We're going to learn how to tap into that inner wisdom and trust intuitive guidance and make confident, aligned decisions. Some of what that involves is breaking free from feeling stuck. So learning how to identify what's blocking us and how to release and move through those blocks, whether they're patterns or limiting beliefs or whatever it might be, that keep us in those cycles of usually like fear and doubt and overwhelm. I'm going to teach you how to use the energy of emotions and harness it to start shifting intentionally your own emotions and working with anything that might be showing up that's draining or just feeling off, so that you can get clarity and peace and inspiration. And we're going to create a clear vision for 2025. So I'm going to realign you with your highest version of yourself, and you'll have some action steps for yourself by the end. Some of you I know are already coming, and I'm super excited about it. So for those of you that don't know, it's January 25th. It is kind of a full day. It was, when I started writing it, it was only supposed to be a couple hours, but it's 3 separate sections with breaks in between. Each section's about an hour, hour and a half-ish. And it's 10 to 4 or 10 to 3:30 Pacific. And there'll be a recording. So I will drop the link at the end and I'll send it out in the emails. There will be emails about it, so you guys will see it. The course is only $27, and yeah, I'm super excited about it. So if you have been feeling stuck, or like you want to be a little bit better aligned, or have a more clear path with some direction and action for 2025, this is for you. So I'm glad you guys are excited about it, because I'm excited too. Thank you for letting me share that with you. I've been working super hard on it for several months now. I just didn't want to release it through the holidays because I felt like, we had to take the temperature of things as they come, and it's been just so bumpy for everybody. So I feel like now is perfect timing. So I hope I will see many of you at that. Feel free to invite your friends. It's also in the events section of the website, but I'll send out the links. Okay. Now on to our healing and what I want to talk about. We're going to do it sort of similar to how we usually do, and a little bit different. So part of this healing will be what we normally do, healing on you, working on, of course, I'm going to do Reiki. I'll be doing chakra clearing and balancing, clearing auric field. I'm always offering timeline healing as part of it, some cord cutting. Those of you that saw the cord cutting episode of the podcast this week, or heard it wherever you listen, I'll do some cord cutting. And then after I do some healing on you, we're going to walk through some intentions or visualizations, just because there is so much happening right now. And I don't know about you, but I know you guys are from all over. I'm in Southern California. I don't live in LA. I'm a few hours south, but I used to live in LA, and we all know that there are these crazy fires there. And sometimes it just feels like there's not much we can do to help or to give back or to contribute, and we can't always contribute our energy. And there are lots of studies going on about this, about the effect it actually has, but we will do some energy work for everyone involved in the fires, as well as those helping, and we'll kind of expand that out to just doing some healing for the earth itself and for some of the things bubbling up right now. Just because one of the things I love about all of you is that you're all proactive in your own way. It's why you're here. So let's harness that collective energy, but let's get you guys all cleared and healed up first, so then you can send your healing energy from a place where you're already filled up. Because remember, as sensitives, it's so important to make sure that we're filling up our cup and getting our self-care. So well done for all of you, so that we have more to give and share as we go. So without further ado, we will in just a second settle in and close our eyes. We will be in meditation for probably about 20-ish minutes, not including the guided parts. You guys know, for those of you that are new, I'm typically silent during the actual healing part itself when I'm sending the energy through. We've tried it with music, and everyone's speakers react differently, and it can be really disruptive for some. So don't be alarmed when it's quiet. I'll have my video on the whole time. It's up to you if you keep yours on or don't, but you'll know I'm here and not frozen. So in just a second here, I'll settle you in. I'll guide you into a meditation. Just follow me. I'll let you know when I'm going to become quiet, and then I'll become quiet, and then I'll work on you for about 20 minutes, and then I'll start to talk again, and then that's when we'll send some healing other places, and then we will close out. So welcome to January's healing, and I'm so excited to do our first healing of 2025. Big energy this year, you guys. Get ready. So just start to find your space, whether that's sitting or lying down, whatever's most comfortable for you, that you will feel supported and not like you're having to struggle. And then when you feel situated, just start to gently let your eyes rest closed, just with ease. Sometimes our tendency is to transition so quickly and slam our eyes closed and make them open really quickly, but it's nice to just have soft transitions. And as your eyes rest all the way closed, just start to become aware of your breath, that nice inhale and exhale, and just let it be easy. No need to force it or control it, but as we work, it'll slip into likely a more rhythmic, maybe even a little bit more deeper breathing pattern. Just allow that to happen. And saying hello to your breath is always a nice way to start returning back to your body. We have our energy so spread out throughout the day as we move through our busy lives. So it's nice just to bring it all back into your own space right now. With each breath, just intending for your body to relax a little bit more. Maybe you notice your shoulders are hiked up a little bit. Maybe your brow is tense or furrowed. I had a meditation teacher that used to say, relax your ears. Good. And with each exhale, just intend to allow your physical body to be a little bit more peaceful. And say hello to that auric field, that personal space bubble that surrounds you, like an egg of your own energy. And just imagine or intend for that auric bubble to be just about an arm's distance on all sides of you. We each have our own energetic electromagnetic field that emanates from our physical body. And it goes out in front of us to help us understand information, but it can also get a little bit muddied up with energy. So we're going to be clearing that all out tonight. But it's nice just to say hello to your bubble. Good. And then start to bring all of your awareness, all of your energy right into the center of your head. Imagine letting go of any threads that you're hanging on to from the day, that email you didn't write, that thing you still have to put away. Just imagine putting all of that outside of your bubble just to the side, just for now. You can pick it up later if needed. And just bringing all of your awareness right into the center of your head. Good. And then check in on your energy to make sure you are in the center of your bubble, facing forward. Good. Your energy will adjust all on its own, even if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Don't worry, just go with it. Good. And now I just want you to imagine a big, giant, white, fluffy rose right out in front of you, about the size of, let's do a watermelon. A big, delicious summer watermelon. And as you exhale, just imagine intending, giving permission for anything that's not serving you to start to filter out into that energetic rose. This is a nice little clearing tool that you can do as a quick fix anytime you need it. And you don't even have to know what you're releasing. Just know that it's happening just with your intention. For those of you that are really visual, you might like to imagine static or dust or energy leaving your space, filtering out into that rose. Some of you may gently feel a slight shift in your energy field as things release. And even if you notice nothing at all, just know that your system's intelligent and knows what to do and just needs your permission. Good. Take a few more breaths here. Good. And then just imagine letting that rose shoot up into the air 1,000 feet. Let it explode like fireworks, dissolving into nothing. Good. And from this space in the center of your head and the center of your energy, I'm just going to walk you through your chakras simply and easily, just to let you get a little bit deeper into this meditation. Just with your energy, with your imagination, imagine saying hello to that root chakra. That's the red one that's right near your tailbone in the base of your body. And just say a nice energetic hello. Take an easy inhale and exhale. Good. And on your next exhale, imagine intending that root chakra to just stretch and relax. Good. Gently bringing your awareness slightly higher to that orange sacral chakra. In the pictures, it looks like that orange light that's just a few fingers below your belly button. Good. This is the energy center where we understand ourselves within ourselves, just us. And as you say hello to this second chakra, this orange energy, just take a gentle, easy inhale and exhale. Good. And on your next exhale, inviting that second chakra to just stretch all of its edges, unfurl if it wants to, and relax. Good. Moving up slightly higher to that third chakra. That is the solar plexus, just above the belly button, often pictured as a yellow light. And as you say hello to that yellow chakra, just take an easy inhale and exhale. This is how we understand the world, the seat of our gut feeling. And on your next inhale and exhale, just imagine inviting that solar plexus chakra to stretch its edges, unfurl, and then relax. Good. Moving up just a little higher now into that heart space, often pictured as a green light right in the center of the chest. It's the bridge between physical and the more spiritual or subtle senses. And as you say hello to this heart chakra right in your heart space, just notice if yours feels a little tight or constricted. Take an easy inhale and exhale. Good. And on that next inhale and exhale, just invite that heart chakra to stretch its edges, unfurl like a fern or a petal, stretching all the way out, not forcing it, just allowing. And relax. Good. Slightly higher still into that throat area, working on the throat chakra, which is often seen as a sky blue or a light blue. And just say hello to that throat chakra. Some of you I know are already feeling it a little tight. Just take an easy inhale and exhale as you say hello. And then your next inhale and exhale, just softly invite that throat chakra to stretch out its edges, remembering that it also connects into the jaw, the audio channels, a little bit into the sinuses. And relax. Good. Up into that third eye, a little bit higher in the forehead, often seen as indigo or like a deep blue. And this also connects into the pineal gland in the back of the head and into the physical eyes just a bit. As you say hello to that third eye chakra right in the forehead area, take an easy inhale and exhale. Good. And then on the next inhale and exhale, just inviting that third eye to stretch all of its edges. Unfurl a little bit if it wants, and then just to relax. Good. And up into that crown chakra, which sits just above your physical head, also connecting down into the imagination, the brain, and some more of the subtle sensing organs. And as you say hello to that crown chakra, often seen as purple or violet, take an easy inhale and exhale. On the next inhale and exhale, just imagine that crown chakra just stretching all its edges, unfurling, reaching if it wants. Good. And relax. Good. From that place in the center of your head, just start to let your awareness drift lightly up into that crown chakra, almost like you're gonna poke your awareness right out the top of your head like a periscope out of a submarine, just to take a look around, not to go anywhere. Good. I just want you to start to imagine, envision, create a beautiful door in front of you. Whatever shows up, however simple or ornate, even if it's a cartoon sketch of a door, just let it be what it is. And inside of this door, I have created a pure white light healing space, a sacred healing container, almost like its own special virtual Zoom spirit room for us to enter into for healing tonight. And all you need to enter is just permission, willingness. Good. And as you become more and more aware of your door, when you're ready, just allow yourself to know deeply that you are truly invited into this healing space that has been created with you in mind. And know that your guides are inside waiting to assist in your healing. All you have to do is allow yourself to enter. So when you're ready, just imagine either opening your door, slipping through the keyhole. Maybe you just walk your energy right through the door. However you get inside, just let yourself enter this pure, bright, white light, healing sanctuary space. Good. And notice that there are seats throughout this space, some towards the front, some towards the back. And just allow yourself to be drawn towards a place that you'd like to rest your energy for healing. And you can choose the front or the back, the sides, the middle, wherever you'd like to be. There's no right or wrong answer. But just imagine allowing your energy to take one of these seats. Good. Knowing that this is a sacred, safe space, and any energy that you receive in this place is for your highest and greatest good, in conjunction with your team of guides and inspirers, and of course, your higher self. Good. And in just a moment, I'm going to become quiet and start working in your space. You might just relax right where you are and enjoy. For some of you that are a little more sensitive, you might feel movement. You might be aware of your guides or aware of the other beautiful souls in this room. Just let your awareness be with yourself. Notice anything that comes up for you, but no need to follow it down a rabbit hole. Just make a note and then return to your breath, relaxing and receiving. And I'm going to become quiet now, and I'll bring you back in just a little bit, and we'll continue some more healing work together. Continue to breathe. And as you start to hear the sound of my voice, just allow yourself to stay where you are in that room of pure white light healing, in that seat chosen by you for you. And we're just going to imagine starting to create a grounding cord right from your root chakra, that red chakra in your tailbone area. Just imagine it dropping it down right through this white light room. We're going to anchor into truth and love for the month ahead. Just allow that grounding cord to show up as an energy, as a root, as a tube of light. Whatever shows up for you is fine. Just imagine it digging deep, deep, deep into the core of the earth's energy, to that place of truth and love deep, deep within. Good. Now you can imagine giving that grounding cord a little tug just to make sure it's really anchored in there. And through the soles of your feet, imagine drawing up some of that earth energy, supportive, nurturing, rising up through the soles of your feet, up through your ankles, continuing up through your calves and shins, drawing it up almost like a straw, swirling through your knees, continuing up your thighs. Good, rolling into those hip joints. And then just like a figure 8, letting that earth energy roll into a swirling pattern right in that pelvic bone. And take a few breaths here, feeling yourself anchored into the earth's energy. This planet that so graciously supports us for this journey, for all of this learning and expansion that we do here. We truly couldn't do it without her. And then through that top of your crown chakra, that purple one right on top of your head, just imagine coming towards you a beautiful light from your highest soul self. You might imagine it glittery or a color or just the essence of that soul self. But allow that energy to roll down in through the crown. Roll down the back of your head, good, back of your neck, behind that throat chakra, continuing down the spine, between the shoulder blades, behind the heart, down behind the solar plexus, all the way through the low back, spreading through the rib cage, and letting that highest self energy meet and mix with that earth energy into that figure 8 right in that pelvic bone area. And just with your intention, allow those energies to mix in perfect proportion for you right now. And then letting that perfectly blended energy roll right back up the front of your system, front of your torso, front of that solar plexus, front of your heart, all the way up into your collarbones, letting that energy swirl through the shoulders and wash down through the arms, forearms, fleshing out the palms and the fingertips, those creative channels. Letting that energy continue up over the throat, up over the face, third eye. Good, and just like a spout right out the top of your crown, you might imagine it washing down all of the inside of your auric bubble. Good. Take a few breaths here, just feeling that energy run. Good. And as that energy runs and washes over you, just imagine out in front of you, just a little bit more than an arm's distance, just outside of your bubble. Imagine an orb or a ball of energy about the size of a basketball. And it can be any color that shows up And if no color shows up, just let it be white, that's fine. And let's let this bubble or orb of light represent all of those souls who didn't make it as a result of tragedies that have happened in 2024 and into the beginning of 2025, whether it's the terrible fires we've had or any other natural disasters we've had or any of the wars or other situations. And again, just becoming aware of that energy streaming in from your highest self through your crown and allowing some of that stream to be directed right through your heart, right through that green heart chakra in your chest. And imagine aiming that chakra and that light pouring through it right at that orb in front of you, filling it up with your highest love and wisdom and intentions and energy. Almost like pointing your heart light right at that orb, drawing in the energy from your highest self so as not to use your own energy, letting this energy come through you, blessing all of those souls that didn't make it. Just take a few breaths here, letting that orb fully fill up and marinate in those loving intentions, that loving energy. You might envision it as a light. You might just feel or sense or know the energy pouring out of your heart chakra into this orb. And top it off with a little compassion. And then imagine releasing that bubble just like a helium balloon, letting it float up, 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 and out a little skylight right at the top of this room. Knowing our guides and inspirers will take it to those who need it. Let's create another orb out in front of you, again, the size of a basketball. You can let it be a color or no color. And let's let this orb represent anyone who has lost someone in this last year and a little bit, whether it's due to tragedy of any kind or illness, but for those who stay behind here in the physical world, letting that light again stream from your higher self through that heart chakra directly into this orb or bubble, letting your heart light shine, filling that all the way up with love, with compassion, with best intentions, healing, support. Good. And take just a few more breaths here, letting that fill all the way up. Good. And again, just like a helium balloon, imagine letting that orb go, drifting up, 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 and out a tiny skylight at the top of the room. Good. Now let's create another orb. We'll just do a couple more out in front of you. Again, size of a basketball. You can let a color show up or no color is fine also. And again, through that love, that power of your highest soul self streaming right through your heart, letting this orb represent all of those who help in these trying times, whether it's emergency services and firefighters or people on rescue missions for hostages or those that protect us that we don't even know about. All of the helpers, good Samaritans, supporters. Let that heart light fill up this orb to love and support and heal for them. Good. Doesn't even have to be human souls. There are lots of animal helpers on these teams as well. Just take a few breaths here, imagining, intending, envisioning that orb filling and filling with that light of your heart shining into it. Good. And again, letting that orb rise up, 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 and just slip right out that tiny skylight. Good. And one more orb out in front of you, size of a basketball. And let this orb represent healing for the earth and our collective timeline itself. And again, streaming from your highest self through that heart, like a heart light, shining your heart chakra, filling up this orb with healing and love and good intentions for the earth itself and our collective timeline. And take a few breaths here. Good. Good. And if you feel like you need to take a deep breath, of course you can at any time. Remembering that this healing is streaming through you, but not that you need to create it or use your own energy. Your soul self is providing all of the energy for this. Good. And as that tops off, just letting that bubble or balloon float up, 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 up. Good. Knowing that it'll be distributed to the earth and the timeline, how it can best be healed. Now, I've already done some timeline healing for each of you and for all of us collectively. But I just want to teach you this as we round out our healing for the first bit of 2025. In front of you, I just want you to imagine some representation of a calendar for the month. Whether it's a paper calendar or a calendar book or a screen of a virtual calendar or even just the idea or the word calendar. You can put it in a bubble if you'd like, but you don't have to. And let this represent the month between now, whenever you're watching this live or on the replay, and the next community healing. So for the next month. And once more, through that heart chakra up from the earth energy and down from the cosmic or soul self energy this time. So bringing that earth energy and that highest self energy streaming through your heart chakra like a heart light and just shining it all over this representation of a calendar, infusing it with support, with compassion, with examples of love to be presented to us throughout the month, surprisingly, unknowingly, around every corner if we're available for it. Displays and demonstrations of love and compassion. Good. And continue to stream it over all of the days, all of those weeks in between. Take a few breaths here, letting it just fill up with support for yourself, for your timeline, your personal month ahead. You don't have to even know what's coming your way, but just pouring support, compassion, love, positive energy flow over it, because you're going to need that no matter what rises up. Good. You might even sprinkle on a little clarity for decision making, a little calm, a dash of peace. Good. For some of you, you might want to also infuse it with the highest perspective possible so that we're not stuck in the mud of only what we see or experience. And just a couple more breaths. Good. You imagine topping it off with almost like a cherry or a kiss, chef's kiss of surprises and magic. Who doesn't want a little bit of that, right? Good. And then imagine passing that calendar off to your guide, whether you know that they're next to you or not, they all are. So you might imagine that calendar representation just dissolving. You might actually experience your guide taking hold of it. Good. And just with your energy, just with your intention, imagine saying a little thank you to your guides and all of the healing guides that have shown up tonight to infuse this path for you. Say a little word of gratitude to yourself for getting here tonight. whether it's live or on a replay version. Good. And really just settling into that essence of running that energy equally from that earth energy and that higher self energy, live streaming yourself as a soul into this human form, knowing that you are much more supported than meets the eye in any given moment. Good. And just gently, easily start to let your awareness drift out of this sacred healing white light space, back into the room that you are in, the space that you're occupying in 3D reality, the chair or bed or floor where you are. Good. And just continue to breathe as you move your awareness, with each breath becoming more and more aware of present time and space, more aware of the temperature of the air around you, more aware of your physical body, still feeling that higher self energy streaming down and through your crown, that earth energy rising up, feeling much more centered and grounded and calm or peaceful within. Good. And when you feel ready, you can stretch or move. And when you feel completely ready, you can gently start to blink your eyes open, coming all the way back to me. It's good to see all of you. Like always, I'm so happy when you guys come and get these healings for yourself. We have to take care of ourselves too as sensitives and healers, and whether it's your primary work or just a part of you as a soul here having this human experience, I'm so glad that you're working on your own energy. I'm going to drop that workshop in the chat, the link. I'll send it out. I'm going to commit right now to sending out this replay on Saturday morning. I'll send the workshop link in that too, and it'll probably be in several emails throughout the week for me. Please don't unsubscribe. I'm just trying to let everyone know. You would be amazed how many people will complain and say they didn't hear about it. So I am wishing all good things for all of you. Here we are in 2025. Who knows what it's going to hold, but we will be here together doing our monthly healings. I've already got the date up for February. I think it's the 12th, but I could be wrong, but it's up and you'll get the emails about it. And you guys are also welcome. And I will hopefully see all of you on the 25th or on the replay. Also look for the weekly reading tomorrow morning. It's a doozy this week. So big hugs, lots of love. Thank you guys for being here with me and here for yourselves. You guys really hold a lot of energy for the people all around you, whether you know it or not. So lots of love to each of you, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.